Right about now, you're about to be possessed by the sounds of MC Roth.
You've heard the saying, common sense is not so common? Well, the same applies to fitness. I'm Gezus V
and Rems,
and this is Fit Sense. Alright guys, so we are at Richies Gym in Queens, New York, and today we are doing back day. It's not going to be your typical regular back day. I wanted to make sure that I chose exercises that are a little bit out of the norm. Scoured the internet, looked on YouTube, and I saw that most of the back days were typically the same, so I wanted to make sure that we could reformulate a different regimen for you guys so you can switch it up. I think it's best to always keep your muscles guessing. So today we're going to attack back day in a different way, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let's go! Alright guys, so most people don't advocate stretching, but I do, especially if you're going to do a really tough leg day. So one of the stretches that I always recommend is your rectus spinea stretch, which is where you just take one leg, your right or your left, cross it along the other. You take your right arm with your left arm, giving you support, and you kind of stretch your back out. So you should be feeling tense all the way from your rhomboids all the way down to your lower back. And this just helps loosen you up, because every single back workout is a pulling motion, and it's so easy to pull those muscles when you're doing back day. Switch, and then stretch. And then you want to hold the stretch for at least 20 to 30 seconds. Next stretch we're going to do is for the levator scapula, which is basically a muscle that comes from like the bottom of your head all the way down to kind of like your trap area. And it's so easy to pull this muscle. So you're just going to grab your head and you're going to like pull down on it. Always breathing in through your nose, out through your mouth. That's how you let in more oxygen. For anybody that's ever done any like extreme pulling motion when you're doing back day, I'm pretty sure that you felt some type of tense in your neck. That's mostly because you're not doing the proper stretching. Let's see if I can pronounce this right. The sternocleidomastoid. It's basically
what?
Yeah, it's sternocleidomastoid. It's a big muscle that comes all the way from up here, from the bottom of your jawline down, and it's a really big muscle. And if you don't stretch it, it could get problems. So basically just gonna now, not everybody stretches, but if you're new to fitness and you don't exercise that much, I definitely recommend stretching. Alright, let's get to work. Alright, so the first exercise we're going to be doing is hyperextensions. It's extremely important that you include this in your regimen because it makes for a strong back. One, because it targets your rectus spinea, which is essentially your spine. And there's muscles surrounding your entire spine, and this is a great way to avoid lower back pain. And honestly, since I've been working out and I included hyperextension in my regimens, I have no back complaints whatsoever. Aside from your rectus spinea, you're also targeting your glutes and your hamstrings. Let's go. I'm gonna start with no weight, with no added resistance, and it's important when you're doing this exercise that you keep your glutes engaged, because you got your gluteus maximus and your gluteus minimus and your hamstrings. And the point is to hyperextend your lumbar spine. So typically this would be extension, this is hyperextension. You're basically extending past the point for typical range of motion, which is ideally not recommended, but for hyperextension, it is to engage the muscles surrounding your lumbar spine and your glutes. All right, so now we're doing the one-arm lat pull-down. Now, typically, you would see guys do the lat pull-down with a long bar. That's really, really effective for targeting lat muscles. But what I found is if you do one-arm lat pull-downs, you isolate each latimus dorsi muscle, kind of get a little bit more of a contraction. So you feel it a little bit more. Also, you isolate your biceps because you're using all of your biceps to pull that weight down. You're targeting your trace major, which is acting as a synergistic muscle, which is basically an assistant. So the trace major is assisting the latimus dorsi and the bicep to pull the weight down and get the contraction. So let's rock and roll. I would never recommend to go too heavy on this because ideally, I mean, you're going with one arm, so I'm gonna try just with 55 for now. And then you feel it out. That good posture. That you don't lock out your elbow when you're going up. So do not lock out your elbow all the way. Keep that tension on that muscle. So doing bent over rows, really, really crucial that you get your back in the right position. There's no curling of the lumbar spine, so none of this. You want a neutral back. That means the kinetic plane from your lumbar spine to your neck should be straight. There should be no bend, right?
Giving them my life, every chapter's the page turn. It's deeper than just rap. Never did it for the money earned. I did it for the love. Then the paper wasn't my concern. Till I got older, knowing one day that I can profit off it. Then I started noticing it's money to be made here. So I went harder, hoping it
bench cobras. It's a relatively new exercise I just started including in my regimen, but it's really effective and it requires no weight.
I gotta think smarter, hold my eggs in one basket. Shit could get drastic, so a nigga had to boss up. Find different ways to attack, should get my course up. Cause anything can happen, this is life and it's a toss up. And nothing ain't.
Feel all the tension in the area around your lumbar spine, all the way up the thoracic spine, all the way up to your cervical spine. And it's just tightening and strengthening those muscles. So when you get older, if you're constantly incorporating corrective exercises like this, you're not gonna have back complaints at 50 or 60 years old. So just keep that in mind. Oh, T-bar time, baby. Talk a lot. T-bar, straight beast mode.
I've been getting money, fucking hoes like I'm the man in charge. Nigga moving like a rock star, riding in them Lamborghini, speeding, trying to get the malls. Can't feel my face, I'm out of space and it's taking charge. Just cause I'm blowing, I'm on cloud 9. Got a nigga open, boy, I'm swerving in and out the line.
All right, guys, so I decided to have a little fun while we're here in the gym. So me and Rems have both been doing calisthenics for quite some time now. We're gonna do a quick little competition to see who can do the most pull-ups in one set without stopping.
The last bar, grip this way. You gonna do the same thing?
Yeah, I'll do the same thing.
All right, you're gonna do the same thing. Let's do it. Get him. All the way to the side, yeah. Get him. Get him. Come on. One.
Mom's trying to make it buy, ain't got enough to feed 3. I'm trying to paint this picture so you can see this paint in 3D. Living with the mice and rats and blocks of cheese from welfare. Cornflakes and canned goods from pantries, ain't no help here. No night was good for me, springs out the mattresses. Couldn't even sleep right, so all night I'm practicing. Trying to put the ball through the hoop, I'm hoop dreaming. Hoping I can make it out, so fuck these free lunches and demons. Stressed out of my mind, abusive shit going on at home. Too much for a youngin' like me trying to deal with this alone. Still a nigga stood tall, weather in the storm through. Hoping for some better days than all the shit I'm going through. And I'm too young to stand alone, all on my own too. And I can't just up and leave. So what I'm gonna do, I'ma go through it, ride it out, remain and live my truth. What you go through, make you who you are, that's why I'm in this booth. Spitting you my truth, made me stronger coming out of that. I'm trying to use my voice for reason, show them how to get out of that. I know it's youngers like me that been doing it, still going through.
A little friendly competition. It's always good to have some friendly competition and push yourself to the limit. Alright guys, so that wraps up my prescribed regimen for today's back day. Yo, friends, what about you? You got any back exercises you like to incorporate?
Yeah, I got actually, it might look like a machine, but it's not a machine. It's the iso lateral roll. You can add as many plates on there. I think I see 2 plates on it already. So yeah, we're gonna do that. We're gonna head over there now. Let's go. the ISO lat right here.
Wait, the mama's baby boy became a man, the pain fades away. Shit. Yeah. Pain fades away. What? Yeah. I close my eyes, take a deep breath, exhale. Think about all my niggas in the struggle that failed. Being stripped from their kids, serving life in jail. Getting hit up on the strip over some drugs they sell. I know you wanna see them, you like government freedom. Cause if mommy go, who the fuck gon' feed them? Only 10 years old, life already cheat them. That's how it is in my hood. AM to PM, it's like the sky ain't blue, the sun ain't hot, and the winter ain't cold. And my mom's, my pops, everything backwoods. Too bad for us to act good, mixing that good life.
If it's too heavy, bring down the weight a little bit. Remember, form is important over everything. That pump going.
Married to these streets, never get this shit a divorce. I'm not a list, I'm a lineup, but I know who boss. Some people pray to cross, some worship Allah. Some people is atheists, some say the black man God. Some people pray to Buddha, I just worship the Ruger. Streets my religion, living off that dope fiend shooter. Some niggas sniff the coke, some blow the weed. Some niggas are scared to die, but we ain't scared to leave. That separate the boys from men.